So hi everyone, thanks so much for joining us today. It's so nice for you guys to all be tuning in. So I just wanted to, again, I'll mention that the Q&A and chat feature is available down at the center of your screen. So feel free to pop in a question or comment, and we'd be happy to answer it throughout the webinar. You can also ask any questions or leave any comments towards the end of the webinar as well. And this webinar will be recorded, and you can find it on our website at bist.ca/webinars shortly in the near future. Okay, so I just wanted to give a little bit of an introduction of today's webinar. So here at BIST, we understand the importance of technology now more than ever, especially since we are now living in pandemic times. So in response, BIST has, in collaboration with our lovely Jasmine Sihra and also video creator, we've come up with videos designed to help our community as well as our members stay acquainted and familiarize themselves with the technological features and applications. Our goal is to help everyone stay connected to us during these times. So in this webinar, briefly, we will be covering the application Zoom through phone and computer usage. We will also be talking about how to utilize FaceTime. And lastly, we will be touching on how to utilize Google Drive through phone and computer usage as well. So now I'm just going to give a little introduction of our lovely guest, Jasmine, just so everyone can get to know her and who she is. So Jasmine Sihra, sorry, I pronounced her name incorrectly. Jasmine Sihra is a Punjabi second-generation immigrant and settler, born in Toronto and currently living in Montreal. She completed her undergraduate degree at Western University in Art History and Museum Studies in June 2020. She is currently completing her master's degree in art history at Concordia University, studying the relationship between Arctic Inuit artists and Pacific Island artists' perspectives on climate change. Her research is funded by the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council of Canada's Joseph Armand Bombardier Canada Graduate Scholarship Masters, valued at $17,500. She has fundraised for exhibitions and art projects and held curatorial and administrative positions in different art galleries and museums. Jasmine is interested in using artistic and curatorial practices to help different communities think about sustainability within cities. All right. So again, thank you so much, Jasmine, for doing this webinar with us. We really appreciate it. And before we get started, I also wanted to give a huge thanks to people who have supported this project. I want to thank the individual donors, Canada Service Corps, the Government of Canada, as well as Taking It Global for supporting this initiative. We really appreciate it. All right, so Jasmine, please take it away.
Okay, hi, thank you so much for the introduction and for having me here today. I'm going to share my screen. I'll have some slides I want to share, and I'll walk everyone through the videos and how to find them. And I'll talk a little bit about the project as well. So I'll share my screen. Is it working for everyone? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so, oops, sorry. Here we go. Okay, so before I start, I just want to do a territorial land acknowledgement to acknowledge that BIST is located in Toronto, Toronto, on the traditional territory of many First Nations, including the Mississaugas of the of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples. And it's now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, Métis, and other peoples. Takaranto is in Treaty 13 territory, a treaty signed with the Mississaugas of the Credit. And Takaranto, if you don't know, is the Mohawk term for Toronto. But I'm actually joining you from Tiohtià:ke, Montreal, which are unceded Indigenous lands. The Kanien'kehá:ka Nation is recognized as the custodians of these lands and waters, and Tiohtià:ke is historically known as a gathering place for many First Nations. And today it is home to a diverse population of Indigenous and other peoples. So I'm really happy to be joining everyone today to talk about this project that I've been working on for, I think, 6 months now, since the summer. I came to know BIST through a personal connection, actually. Melissa Viger, the executive director, is my aunt. She's known me since I was a baby. And so I have always really admired the work BIST has done, as well as everyone at BIST. And so I was really excited to offer some kind of project to help out BIST transition to the virtual world that we're in right now in the summer. And I'm always happy to work with different communities on projects that help them or make situations better for them. So to that end, I partnered with the Brain Injury Society of Toronto to successfully apply for a community service youth grant, which was called, it's kind of a lengthy name, it's the Canada Service Corps Rising Youth Community Service Grant, in the amount of $1,500 to support this Brain Connect program. I'm sure some of you know about the Brain Connect program, but it's essentially a program that was started by BIST to support brain injury survivors and thrivers in Toronto and in the Greater Toronto area, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. As we know, the pandemic required almost all programs and social activities to function virtually, but I learned from BIST that this transition to the online world was a little bit difficult for BIST members. So I decided to lead a small group of youth, mostly my close friends and family, who were familiar with BIST, to create instructional videos for BIST members to show them how to use different social media, create a Google Drive, make a Gmail, so that they can save and upload important documents like legal or medical documents, as well as teach them how to use Zoom and sign up for a program on BIST website. We also worked alongside BIST to offer calling cards, pay off phone plans, and find different ways to give BIST members access to the internet and technology. So we held a device drive, and we had lots of different individuals from the community donate old but usable devices for BIST members. And it was just to allow them to participate in this virtual launch today and also help them out throughout the pandemic. So the videos are now uploaded on this YouTube channel and website, and I'm so excited to share them with you today. Though I just heard from Melissa actually that one of the videos are going to be on the landing page. So I'll go through what that would look like with you as well. So first, where can you find the videos? It's pretty simple. You're going to go to BIST website. So I do have it open. So if you go to BIST website, as you normally do, you'll see a few headings. I'll just make this bigger. You'll see all of the normal headings that you encounter when you get to the website. And you're going to go to About ABI and press Brain Injury Resources. And then, oh, my internet's a little slow, sorry. Okay, so if you go all the way down, you'll see all the videos here. So there's, these will actually be on the landing page. So these are the how to access BIST programs and sign up for them on your laptop and on your phone. And then there's the Google Drive videos. And then for those of you who have an iPhone, I also made a video for how to make FaceTime calls with your friends and family or anyone else you need to speak to. And then how to use Zoom. And then if you go all the way up, you'll see this social media. If you go to YouTube, you can actually find the videos here as well. So you have a couple of options. You can get onto their YouTube channel and then press playlists. You'll also see the playlist for accessing programs right here. And then you'll see the rest of the videos over here. One thing that I wanted to do for the videos was try to make it so that I was in the room with all of you, even though I can't be. And so I created an avatar.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. Welcome to the Brain Injury Society of Toronto's virtual support series.
So that's Avatar Jasmine, that's what I call her. She's wearing clothes that I would have worn, probably. But it's just to have someone walk you through and give you step-by-step instructions on how to use these videos. I used a software called Powtoon, and I just put together the instructions, and I took screenshots and made videos. So if you watch the videos, you'll see that they're a little bit slower so that you can follow along if you want to, or you can just watch the whole video as well. It's up to you. So I'm just going to quickly show you where the sign up for the BIST programs is going to be. It'll be right here on this page. So as soon as you get to the website, you'll see the videos, and then you'll be able to follow along to sign up for one of the programs. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my slides. I'm just going to pause right now because I'm seeing some comments or questions at all. If anybody has any, Madison, Melissa, I can definitely answer.
I think Madison and I have been answering them in the chat so far.
Okay.
So everything is good.
Okay, it's all good. Okay.
It's all good. I do want to add in, sorry, one of the reasons that Jasmine's work has been so helpful, and again, so pleased to have Jasmine here today, is we know the BIST website is getting busier and busier as we add more and more content. It's great we have so much content to offer, but we also know it's tricky to navigate, and we certainly have heard that feedback and are trying to address it. So we're really fortunate that Jasmine has created these videos on how to help navigate that website when you're trying to sign up for a program. So hopefully that'll make the experience a little bit easier for folks who are just joining BIST for the first time and need some help trying to figure that piece out. So again, our eternal thanks to you, Jasmine, and I'll let you continue.
Yeah, and I'll just add on that the signing up for the BIST website, I really walk you through everything. So how to get onto the like web browser you're using, if you're using whatever internet you're using, like the Google Chrome or Safari or anything like that. So I start from the beginning, and then I walk you through how to find that that button for signing up for the programs and services. So yeah, I hope that's helpful. I'm just gonna, so the videos that I made, I talked about them, but there's how to use Zoom. I made videos for using Zoom on your laptop or your phones. I just wanted to note for those of you who are using Zoom that I did mention in the videos, but you can either make an account or you can just join a chat or whatever meeting you're in. So it's not, but I go through the different steps of that and what are the options are for all of you. For using Google Drive and making a Google account, that's just to create a Gmail so you can access emails and receive emails. And then the Google Drive video will show you how to actually upload different and save different files from your phone and on your laptop. They're a little bit different, but it's quite easy, and I'm sure all of you will be able to get it. And then we talked about the FaceTime and the BIST program. Okay. So I do have some tips and tricks for how to navigate the videos. I just wanted to walk through some of the tips that I think would be helpful as I was thinking about it when I was creating the videos. So I would suggest watching the video first. Like I said before, you could do the follow along format, but it might be easier to just watch the entire video first and then play it and follow along. If you have 2 devices, you can play the video on one device and use it on and follow along on the other device. So you can play it on your phone and then follow along on your laptop. If you have only one device, you can just keep switching between tabs if you're able to do that. Or you can just watch the video first and then keep going back to the video at each step. There's also, no, we didn't do written instructions, sorry. I've done instructional videos for like a ton of things, so I'm just forgetting which ones I've done written instructions for. But that's what I was just at first when you're trying to access the videos and you're starting to watch them. Just watch the video first and then follow along. You're more than welcome to also pause if you need to. It's not, I try to give a lot of time and space between each of the instructions in the video, but if you need to press pause and just go through it at your own pace, please feel free to do that. It's made so you can do that. And I wanted to just assure everyone, a lot of people have so many difficulties with these virtual programs and these software, including myself. It's even taken me like up until now to be comfortable with Zoom, especially. But they are user-friendly formats. The instructions that I made while I was making them, I noticed that it's very easy to find things. Nothing's really hidden. If there are things that are a little bit difficult, I've noted them in the videos. So you don't have to worry about like not being able to do certain things. I find that they're very user-friendly. Yeah, I think that's all in terms of mine.
Jasmine, I actually have a question in the Q&A.
Sure.
Question is, can this be done on a desktop split screen?
Like if you watch the video and do the follow along, like yes, the answer is yes, you can do that. If you have like, if you have the videos on one screen and play the videos, and then you have this whatever software or website you're using on the other screen, that will work too. And yeah, so if you have that, it'll work perfectly fine. And probably even better. Okay, any more questions? No. Okay.
Sorry, I just wanted to throw out for people who have questions. I know sometimes the chat function is not always the most accessible thing in the world either. So if you do have a question and you want to ask it as opposed to typing it out, you can raise your hand and Madison will unmute you, and that'll allow you to be able to ask those questions. We don't unmute everybody because obviously there's a lot of background noise and we're all at home, some of us with pets and children and so forth. But if you'd like to be unmuted so you can directly ask a question, certainly that's available to you.
I'll just wait if anybody has any. I'll wait for like 2 minutes if anybody wants to jump in right now. Okay, I think I will go on. I feel like I talked very fast as well. So if anybody wants me to like go back to anything and talk about anything again, please let me know. And okay. Ooh. Yeah, I'm pretty much done. I just, I wanted to quickly say thank you again to the people, to the sponsors and who were a part of the grant that I applied for. So Canada Service Corps, like Madison mentioned, the grant was a Rising Youth Community Service grant, and it was funded by Canada Service Corps, taking it global, and the Government of Canada. I just wanted to talk about this quickly because the Rising Youth Community Service grant is essentially for all youth across Canada to apply for. So if any of you know a young person who wants to do something in their community but needs funding, you can have them apply for it. And the people who are running the grant are really, really kind, and they answer back immediately with any questions you have. And I believe the amount that you get is different depending on the kind of project you have, but it's up to $1,500. If you do want any information about that, I can certainly show you too. But I wanted to also mention some of the things that I learned throughout this project. To say that I learned a lot would be an understatement. Prior to doing these videos, although I did have a basic understanding about what BIST was about through Melissa, I don't think I fully understand the significant impact that brain injuries make on both survivors and their families and friends. And I've come to really admire and feel honored by the work that BIST does to support their members. And I feel an honor to have worked with BIST to amplify their work and try to contribute to their work this past year and maybe make some of the transition to the online world a little bit easier. So thank you to BIST for letting me do this project. And I want to quickly say thank you to some friends and family for their help, specifically my very good friend, Kieran Mango, who has joined us on this call today. He helped me with the promotional material. And my cousin, Hanita Kaushal, she helped me pick up and drop off the phones for the device drive. And my sisters, Monique and Anika, listen to me endlessly in general, but in terms of this project, they helped me come up with this idea. And so, yeah, that's kind of the end. I feel like I definitely rushed through that a little bit. So if anybody wants me to go back, I'm more than happy to do so. I will just, should I stop sharing my screen? Well, I'll keep it on just in case anybody wants me to. If there's any questions, either you can say it or you can type it.
I know Madison is watching the chat box, so she will jump in with questions. But in the meantime, I know I keep saying this, but I really do want to extend my thanks to you, Jasmine, and to all the people who help support this project. It certainly rings true that the transition to online has been difficult for everybody. We're social creatures and used to being in the same space. And certainly it's impacted some people more than others in terms of isolation, access to technology, and then learning new skills like navigating these virtual platforms. Every time I join a meeting, someone has to go, "You're on mute." So I'm still learning too. But having these videos here it's really pivotal and really important for us. So thank you for all the work and time you put into it. I do apologize. I'm going to leave you and Madison to answer any other questions. I have to hop off and get on another Zoom. But again, Jasmine, thank you so much. Thank you, Madison, for coordinating all of this. And thank you to everybody who joined us today online to see this presentation. Bye.
Thank you.
Madison, you're the new host, sorry.
So there is a question, I don't know if I can address it, but it's what is the update on the recycling laptop program, and is this still getting donated laptops to members? Madison?
Yes, yeah. Jasmine, for some reason, I'm not getting a copy of these questions coming in. Sorry, just give me one sec. There we go. I see here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the update on the recycling laptop program? Is BIST still getting donated laptops for members? Yes, to answer your question, we did have a few donations come in from lovely ERA, Electronic Recycling Association, donated to us recently. So yes, we do have some donations. If you're interested in receiving a laptop, possibly, or if you have any inquiries regarding it, please email info@bist.ca and we'd be happy to connect with you there.
Oh, perfect. That sounds amazing.
Yes.
So wait, somebody asked why am I not on the screen? I just wanted to, this is actually a good like Zoom question. Sometimes when you're in a Zoom meeting, they have it, the setting is set to like presentation so that only the panelists, so only the people who are doing the presentation are seen, and usually it's just to help with privacy, as some people don't want to be recorded and put on like a website. And that's what's happening today. We're recording and putting this webinar on this website so people can access it later. So that's why you're not on the screen, but if you have a question, you're more than welcome to ask either out loud or type it into this Q&A. And then someone asked, can I ask a question via voice? Yes, you certainly can. Whenever you're ready, you can ask the question.
And let us know if there's an issue with the audio. Sometimes that happens. In the interim, Jasmine, if you'd like to share maybe on your screen one of the videos, the instructional videos, that would be great for all of us to see.
Sure. I will actually show you the BIST website one. I think that's one that everybody would love to, or is using and would probably love to see. So I'll just go to the website.
Awesome.
Go. Oh, there's a question. Have I been unmuted or how do I act? Madison, I think you have to unmute Bob so that he can ask the question.
Yes, I actually don't have that function. Could you try to see if you're able to do that?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I also don't have that function.
All right.
If you press participants, can you see if you hover over the name?
Yes, just give me one moment. In the interim, feel free to play us the video.
Okay, I will go down. So I'll show you the video for accessing the programs and services on your laptop. Okay. Here we go. Just gonna mute myself and then.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. Welcome to the Brain Injury Society of Toronto's virtual support series. In this video, I will show you how to sign up for a BIST program on your laptop. To sign up for a BIST program on your laptop, first open your internet browser by clicking a little image. This little image may look like Google Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer, or Firefox. I am using Google Chrome, but this website will look very similar if you're using Safari, Internet Explorer, or Firefox. Once you have opened your internet browser, begin by typing into the search engine. Type in www.bist.ca and click enter. On BIST's website, look for Programs at the top, underneath the BIST heading. You will see a calendar. If you want to sign up for a future program during the current month, then click the date and click the name of the program that you're interested in. If you are looking for a program for next month or 2 months away, click this arrow and then find the date. When you click the date, click Read More underneath the program that you're interested in. This will take you to another page that describes the program. If you're happy with this program, click Register. All you need to sign up for the program is your first name, last name, and email. If you would like to go back at any time, click this arrow until you are back at a page that looks familiar. You will receive a confirmation email from BIST. If the program you registered for is virtual, the email will include the login information. If you have any problems, contact BIST. And now you have successfully signed up for a program at BIST.
Okay, so those were the videos. I'll stop my share. Okay, so then when I click on, okay, so I'm not exactly sure why there is no, let's see if I can unmute anyone.
Hi, everyone. Apologies. We're just having a few technical difficulties.
As it happens with
Yes.
online stuff. Let's see. I will. So I'm not the host. Could you make me the host by any chance? If you go. Or the co-host?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Bob, I found the button, so I'm gonna press allow to talk if you want to ask your question. Okay, you're able to talk now.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for your patience.
No worries. Thank you for your patience.
To have these type of visual tutorials are extremely helpful because individuals with brain injuries have difficulty, depending on how they're doing that particular day. So visual tutorials that you can go back to is always helpful, because you can stop what you're doing and then you can go back and you can continue on, because depending on how you're functioning that particular day, sometimes these can be extremely frustrating. I think that one part, as I'd like to mention, is that I don't understand. I get the idea of the tutorials and all that. It's very helpful. It's very helpful for us with brain injury. So it's a lifeline, especially if you're going from Windows 7 to Windows 10. I mean, it's just it's like a minefield. So I just wanted to express that how important these tutorials are, because to see it visually and to do it at the same time at a tutorial, it's easier to process, at least in my particular circumstance, in my head. And I hope that I wish that we get more funding, because the biggest issue is that nobody has updated hardware. Ontario disability recipients can't afford the hardware. And even if you have the hardware, you can't afford the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I just wanted to say thank you for these things, because they're extremely helpful to ease the roadway for some of us have difficulty navigating the way our brains are working that particular day, and to overcome these barriers. So I just wanted to mention that, and thank you.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. I'm glad that they've been really helpful. In this pandemic, it's been kind of putting things out and not knowing exactly who's looking at things a little bit. So I'm really glad it's been helpful. And I hope that BIST is able to continue to find ways to support their community as well. I plan to continue helping this in any way I can. So, and be part of their community and in any way I can. I know I'm living in Montreal now, but yeah, thank you so much. Is it okay if I mute you now, Bob, or if you have anything else to say?
Yes, I'm good, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay.
I'm just answering a question here in the chat. Does anyone else have any further questions or comments? We'd love to hear your feedback.
Yeah, and as I said, oh, Vanessa, do you want me to unmute you, Vanessa, to speak, or would you like to type it in? Well, why don't I just unmute you anyways, and then you can, here we go. So,
Hi,
Vanessa, you're able to speak.
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. What about March of Dimes?
Can you clarify what you mean by March of Dimes?
Like, computers, like getting a computer, a desktop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that email, I don't know. Madison, do you have an answer, or maybe, and that's a question for this generally, or Melissa?
Yes, thanks for your question, Vanessa. I'd be happy to connect with you via email
Okay.
regarding your inquiry of possibly attaining a laptop. If you're in need of that, please, you could email me at madison@bist.ca, or you can also email info@bist.ca. And I can also write it in the chat as well.
Sure, can you?
Yes.
Is that all, Vanessa? Is it okay?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay,
that's all.
Thank you. Okay, any other questions I can help with? I'm happy we have about 15 minutes left, so I'm happy to go back to anything if anyone has any questions or yeah. But if not, we can also just end.
Hi, Linda. There's a question from Linda. This will be shared, so you can find this shortly, probably within a week at www.bist.ca/webinars. It will be on our website. We can also email you directly if you'd like.
Perfect.
All right.
Well, I think that's all. Oh, please. Okay. Yeah, we will. Okay.
Oh, there. Hold on 1 second here.
Okay.
I'm just making a note of everyone who has, you know, some individual requests. Yes, I can definitely connect with you. I see you, what you've written in the chat. All right, so it looks like those were all of our questions there. Again, thank you so much for everyone for participating and tuning in this afternoon. It's so nice for all of you guys to join us today. And thank you again, Jasmine Sihra, as well as everyone who supported the project, the individual donors, Canada Service Corps, the Government of Canada, as well as Taking It Global for supporting this initiative. And we hope you guys found immense value in this webinar. And please feel free to send your feedback, any questions or comments to info@bist.ca, and we'd be happy to connect with you there. All right.
Thank you
Thanks
so much. Yeah.
All right.
Have a great day, everyone. Okay.
Jasmine, if you wouldn't mind just ending the recording,
sure.
that would be great. Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks, everyone.